We have this saying in culture nowadays that's goes, what's mine is mine, and what's for you is for you, and what God has for you, no man can take away. And it's like, yes, I agree with that. However, no, I don't agree with it in the same sense. I agree with it in terms of assignment and purpose. I do not agree with it in terms of gifts and blessing. What do I mean? Let me elaborate. Moses was, first of all the Israelites were supposed to go into the promised land, right? Cool. Now, did they go into the promised land? Yes. Did those same people, in terms of the generation that was supposed to go in the promised land, go? No. Why? Because of disobedience. Moses himself, he was supposed to, God told him to speak to the rock and get the people water. What was God's purpose in that assignment? For the people to get water. Is that what Moses did? No. He got angry at the Israelites and struck the rock. And that's what got the Israelites water. God in his permissive will still allowed them to get water, even though his perfect will was for Moses to speak to the rock, right? What was the consequence of that? Moses did not get to enter the promised land. So it's like his perfect will, his will was still done, right? But it was permissive instead of perfect. My other example is Samson. His whoever his parents were, I don't remember off the top of my head, but God had told them before he was born that their son was going to defeat the Philistines. Samson did end up defeating the Philistines, but because he was disobedient, chasing after women, chasing after foreign women, fornicating, he ended up in prison, right? Eyes gouged out, head shaven. I don't remember if it had grown back or not, but tied in between two pillars, and he cried out to the Lord. That was his last act of his life. He cried out to the Lord, asked him for power for one last time, and he tore the pillars down, brought them down crashing, and killed dang near like all the Philistines in that complex city, whatever they were in, structure, all that, but killed a whole bunch of Philistines, right? And it's like God's will of the Philistine, the enemy of the Israelites, God's people, was completed. However, Samson did not reap any gifts and blessings from it. And I'm not saying that obedience always reaps like physical, tangible blessing. Sometimes it's just like, spiritual blessing, whatever. But I'm just saying there are consequences for being disobedient. So the concept that what's mine is mine and what's for you is for you, as if in spite of my disobedience, God is obligated to give me whatever he had intended for me to have, regardless of my ability to be obedient and steward it properly. No, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Biblically inaccurate.